stand back, please.
No! What? Hey, don't ignore me. So racist. I refuse to put up with this.
What's the story with
Okay.
any of this?
Yeah, whatever. Oh, fuck. Please, man. Okay.
Something I just got on a lot of this is got to be done. It's unacceptable. I grew up believing everything I needs to be said. Oh, people just crying recognition, right? Talk about self-centeredness. I realized that I was just always being right, and I wasn't hearing anyone else. And that made me feel fantastic. I mean, I miss out on it.
Hey, shut this open, yeah?
Hey, we met one time, you remember?
Listen to me! Of this shite.
I refuse to work one. Somebody needs to inform unleash. You alright?
Always wanted one of these.
The longer you draw it out, the worse it will get. I know, but why?
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Our potential recruit has identified a counterfeit farmer operation run by a nearby Clan Kelly dealer. You could download incriminating evidence off their optic. I found some highly incriminating evidence on the counterfeit farmer dealer's optic. I'll send it on to our prospect and let them decide how to handle it. Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
What the fuck is this? This is unbelievable.
Bagley.
Yes, it's me. This is short notice, but...
I'm in. Let's go.
Done. Let's go.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Moving inbound to hostile.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
I think with someone like you, we could really make a difference. Do you want to be on the right side of history?
Wait, are you with DedSec? I just so happen to need some help.
We'll do our best to help out. What's your problem?
I have a dear friend who's been very sick. Respiratory illness. NHS has been in bad shape for so long. There's no way for him to get any help. So he took the only option he had, an expensive Clan Kelly doctor. I forked out the cash for him.
Go on.
Well, the drugs worked. Oh, did they ever? My friend got hooked on her stuff, and this doctor immediately started raising the price. I want to help, but I don't know how.
That's just so inhumane. Don't worry about it. We'll get your friend's meds.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Would you be able to track him down then?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Oh yeah! Woohoo!
Otherwise, I warn you. You get me? Bloody place like we live in.
Hello?
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
Fine. Might have found a suitable new candidate. Ready?
You're not listening to me. Shut in, hello. I grew up believing everything I ever thought needed to be said. Got it? Yeah, right here. Oh! No, bloody no! All right, I give up. Stay down! Stop resisting! Fucking ridiculous. Like this, you'll be hearing from my village a lot. That is assault! Never forget. Let's dance. Piss off.
Hello? Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Brilliant.
Leave right now. You asked for it.
Jesus. You went down hard.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. Received. We'll engage if necessary.
This area is being recorded by the...
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
If you ever need anything from me, and I mean anything, just say the word.
Here, do you want to scratch our back? We could use more people in DedSec.
Thought you'd never ask.
I had them. Where did they go? Search has yielded no
The
results.
Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment.
It's not on. Lock it down.
Find the top spots.
There's the laptop.
I've had enough of this. I don't want to do the run around and hand it over. Now, come on.
Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data.
Nothing much. Enough of your little years. No, you have it, so hand it over. This should do, right? Shit!
I found them at a warehouse where the experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
Auto drive now enabled.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
Last year, this MP was exposed as corrupt and resigned from office. Fast forward a few months and he's back in politics, this time as a lobbyist, advancing the interests of Bloom, Tidus, and Albion. Find out more tonight at GBB.
Auto drive now disabled.
I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
All right, I got it.
Yes!
Time to crack some skulls, yeah?
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Got the ride, what now?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
Signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again, so you can go back and enjoy all the great things about Optic without that bit of surveillance.
With the Optic privacy dead.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does...
Auto drive now enabled.
CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me, and it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The System Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far up into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad though, it's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving at the moment, at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
Has Bloom been hacked? While Bloom has so far denied rumours that any data breach has occurred, millions fear they are soon to have their digital secrets exposed. Visit GBB for more on this developing story.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls, better known as Slack. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive
Auto drive now disabled.
We use this power to stifle and shut down the Instead, we're going to look at how Thursday takes borrowed power. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names on the same page. So Thursday is the dead. Ian was a veteran political writer and broadcaster back in the days of pre-crisis.
If the world we're living in now total control of the individual, the desire space and vision, nothing in your life matters.
It's taken care of. The truck with the treatment is in a safe location. Our AI pal, Bags, will send you the details. Your friend will be okay.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Hey, we could always use more people in DedSec. You want to join a party?
All right. I'm in. Let's have some fun.
Someone's tampering with this. Find them.
DedSec's getting stronger, smarter and sexier. Welcome to the team.
Oh, yes. I'm ready, willing, and able to serve.
Fuck yes!
Breathe, all right?
Where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're
Auto
seeing
drive
now
now
is a
enabled.
proliferation of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one. But that isn't that rare. I mean, we saw exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany. There were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic India in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated. And what we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation companies in order to overthrow governments. And then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk. And they couldn't figure it out. And
Auto drive now disabled.
In their face the whole time. So there's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. One, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little, compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving. way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here, is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA.
Shitting hell! This thing packs a punch!
For authoritarianism, and it has been used in that way.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it for the Green Crisis piece.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system to sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than just the money you're spending. And this can have profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours. And this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points. And then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all of the data that is now held.
All criminal offenders will be arrested. Your safety is Albion's priority.
Trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you have in your house and how much water. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in capitalism. Senior academic Alfred tells us how big business repurposes food data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into the state we've got now, where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious way. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data, can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So not just predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants, it's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance captured companies like Bloom can control the movement of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they simply live, the things they do, the things they enjoy, and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision-making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and that's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only... prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently.
So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to live our lives without a fight. I'm tapped.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Responding to the situation now.
Steve, we're going to need that report after all.
Control,
yeah, can you send that information to me now?
I know you're out, but they moved the conference to 3 p.m.
You want the business? We'll need a response today.
Anywhere. Anytime you need us, we're there.
Control.
Wi-Fi on the fly.
Let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
The bug, nibbling away on the rotten carcass of a once-free Britain.
Yum, yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is the bug. I'm in the
mood of reality today. We're going to be pretending that everything is fine.
Let's wait around and see if our dance opponent shows up.
You're out of your mind.
You little shit! I've handled worse than you. You've no idea.
You got a problem? I had money on that, man. Best not get involved with these wankers. Got
Ooh, that does it.
well.
Celebrate! Some kind of pervert. Now you've asked for it.
Aha! Hacker cherry popped.
What's going on with that? Lock it down.
Now you've asked for it.
Someone's hacked this. Scan the area.
Drone. That tears.
Approval search.
Come out. I only want to give up while he's doing it.
I got this.
Stay sharp. Search the area. I want that inspected. Lock it down.
This has been compromised. Be on the lookout for a hacker.
Something's wrong with that. Shut it down.
Sniff around. Find who's doing this.
This.
Get that locked down.
It's been hacked. Get a search going.
Based on their social media rantings, our prospects won't respect anyone who can't beat them in a game of darts, which I suppose is perfectly doable, even if it is a bit low stakes.
Hey there. Want to play?
Should have a kids-only section. I don't just mean fast food joints, but like proper restaurants. It's difficult, but that doesn't mean the difficulty of a screaming child that won't eat their food. Vegetables has to be inflicted upon the rest.
I'm leaving whatever is going on.
And the rest of the all are overly sorted meal with bloody pigs.
Oh, bugger it.
That's how it goes.
Bastard.
Oh well, better luck next time.
Calm down. There's no point, no? Right. Okay.
No, I did. No, I did do that.
rolling your eyes. Passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster?
Can you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take a quick little photo so they can get a drone to pick you out of the crowd.
What's going on with that? Shut it down.
No, please. No, oh, you can't.
Check the surroundings.
So much.
Drone, search.
Don't forget to get permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to Bloom drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone ever crap on your picnic? And what's more, and look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have a very good authority, so please write this down, that she owns not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes, whatever they are. They sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have three.
I'll be okay. Fascinate. Bloody sod!
I mean, I love this system, Alice, and no more awkward rumbling resentment of the neighbours who's gone into it. Got people telling the families you've got to do it. Okay. But if it could backfire,
will you relax a second?
Whenever they return from their children, they end up squabbling.
Bullshit!
Bastard.
I don't like the look of that. We better lock it down.
Let's find the son of a bitch. Drone, spread out and search.
Looks clear. Let's check our next area.
Delve into what we most miss about the old days. I'm going to kick off with the flag. I never thought I'd miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag managed to be even more irritating than that. I don't know quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based farce in Sorrento. And I always used to really enjoy saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married in Brighton and I have to go to that alleged beach. It's made of rocks, Andy. Your sandcastle is an actual castle. That's not a beach.
Tell you what I miss. I miss free will. That was fun. Remember that? I mean, was it an illusion all the time? Who cares? It felt fun. I miss... Ash, particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a heads or tails best of 5 to see if you had to go to the gym, and then the best of 7, and the best of 9, and the particularly one. Now with crypto, all the romance is gone out. Heads and tails.
I miss romance, Andy. I miss there being mystery in life and not just a hope that your new partner isn't good enough at hacking to find out all the information the government has on you.
Bye for now, bug fans. Keep feeding the echidna of resistance, and one day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the Cass family as toothpaste.
That's where... A potential recruit's competitor is nearby. You could sabotage them by hacking their work emails. I've unlocked full access to the competitor's work emails. I bet our prospect will be happy to get their hands on that.
Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
Something illegal and it makes it much more profitable. Right. Only a matter of time. Good to see you.
It's you again.
Why don't you hold still?
Alert triggered. Come with me.
Yeah, no, definitely not happening.
Or you will.
I'll teach you a lesson, you crap.
Can't win. Stand down.
I've had enough of your...
Fuck you!
Get the fuck back!
Getting up in time soon.
By me. I couldn't believe it. The bastard gets paid leave, and I get stuck in sensitivity. Bollocks!
I'm pretty sure if we take the proper steps, we'll resolve everything.
Shit, that was a close one. So what's next? Where do I go? You're so brave and strong. I know you won't disappoint.
It turns out they are all fake news, trademark, but there are none. There are no shortages of medicine. Don't take it from me. I'm not medical supply. Take it from other laboratories. It's fine. In fact, I'm going to read between the lines here.
It seems to me you're ready to fight the powers that be.
You're saying you're with DedSec? I could use the help.
I'll have a look at our schedule. What's wrong?
I volunteer with a sort of underground charity. We work with immigrants that might not have proper paperwork and try to help them avoid deportation squads. I try to check in with the people I've helped, but lately I can't get a hold of any of my contacts. I am worried something may have happened to them.
Not to worry. We'll find out what's happening. We'll start with this charity.
I traced his message history, and his charity contact was texting him from a known Clan Kelly hideout.
Oh, dear. I was hoping this charity was above board. With Clan Kelly in the mix, there's definitely something amiss going on.
Indeed. Pushing you the location so you can investigate.
Your doctor saying, sorry, we're fresh out of that, you're going to have to eat a carrot and pretend. Do not believe your own cobweb-ridden medicine cabinet at home. It might look empty, but it's not.
Well, it contains the only medicine.
Any luck yet?
Important question for all these medicine freaks whinging on about feeling a bit poorly or having a fatal but curable illness and slowly dying unnecessarily is this. Do we actually need medicine? If you today got diagnosed with a potential... Would you not look around at the nation that we've become and think, hey Doc, put your life-saving treatment down, I'm going to take this free one-way bus out of here. Now hold that pillow over my face until the twitching stops.
I just don't think we should think of it in such a negative way. Don't think of it as a medicine diet, and you think of it as a series of health... lifestyle swaps. Swap out the anti-inflammatories for antacids. Swap out the iron lung for the aluminium lung. Swap out MRI machines for Mary machines, which is just a lady called Mary telling you you're fine.
Obviously, our daily lives, our society and our culture today is things like football, music and complaining about the weather. Used to be in the old days, and food shortages, we just learned to live with them, don't we? And there's a lot of politics. Drive around!
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Watching for suspect.
Or a loved one, or a government, or collapsing social infrastructure. Anyone have visual? Building the polar ice caps every time we use the lettuce. 3 positive